katino kwisa sosama shuya kutila baputula umusangonse uyo wale twafuilamo uku chiputulwa chamiti iyo tunwa mfipatala kanshina pali ichowa mama pulo stumbeko abalinga bakateka banyu era political party baelanga ne chipendo changalama ishiri involved ishi ungwilwemo mama pulo mwachanga chipendo ishi ungwilwemo.
So they have cut $50 million in Kwacha equivalent. It's about 1.5 billion Kwacha equivalent, approximately, because of the exchange rate. But in dollars, it is $50 million. In Kwacha, approximately 1.5 billion.
New era political party gaba founder bachi yechipani ukuchika lila panchite itantari sana no kupange chipani baso so kutila na bakwate okusakama no kukalamba sana okufo kutila ichipendo cha $50 million chali fumwa chali perwa kulia kwa America bakutila benga twafo mchalo chesu cha Zambia elo kabili $50 million ba mama chipumulo ukubanga bafikulire sakwe no kusam na ya konkapo bantu lomolo kutila $50 million $50 million yala isamuli kwacha ulupia lwesu ulwa mchalo cha Zambia ulule itikwa pachipendo cha 1.5 billion kwacha 1.5 billion kwacha mwema anakolonga beni hivi leo wachi tutara ya tutualale iseni ya mengi mwema na wakwalesa kanshichi na ini mama chikamaneka chansa kabikoku munifu tulelale nsala kanchi mchalo mwali wala $50 billion kubika pole ishinda la maisha ifulila nganshi na pali icho mkwaita tukonkaleba mama president wa pumulo stumbeko.
Thank you very much. So that is topic number 1. The cutting of the U.S. Medical aid to Zambia. Topic number 2 is a pope has been appointed, and the pope is from America, and Father Oscar will come and talk about this. And point number 3 is we are going to pray for Madam Maureen Mabonga, who is due to be sentenced tomorrow. And the last point, we are just going to talk about Ubuntu, or being brothers keepers, looking at what is happening, the political persecution that is happening in the country. So those are the topics for the day.
Ili ashi number 1 ola tuwala sosa po muli inga ndaya mafunde ii tikuwa kutila chishtuka shilaba na mchalo chesu cha Zambia ukubanga wakachema pantumiti kula empanga ba mama pumulo topic number 1 bachilanda pali $50 billion elo kabili by $50 million by sa ilondo la fefi nengondo elo kutila 1.5 billion mkwacha mpia shesu topic number 1 tualalo nisha pali fibasula iliashina hii number 1 na ikabe iliashi na ikabe ya $50 million na 1.5 billion Zambia mwali bempiana papa ta please pesa tu afwe elo balanda kutila ichachibili tualala na pega shia kuchita point pa pop kuchironga ndo chama nesu ichaba katolika ichaba catholic basta palicho basoso kutila ilili ashibena tabakwete po makasana sana ngaba kateka ukulanda kuchirongani no chaba katolika ilili ashi ba mama pumulo stumbeko kubanga bakateka balando kutila ilili ashi yala soswa nenkala katimba bashkofu nangula bafada nangumupatili kula kuchalo chaku Italy umwina Zambia uitikwa peshi na liaba Father Oscar Mpombo Chirekwa elo maisa la kabili kutila na pali ichona kabili icho mweba na bakwalesa wala wokulanda kwa mashwi pali kukakwa na mayo kwa isa mchalo cha Zambia. Ebo kabili balanda mashwi ya kulekala lati ili ashirimbia otwalala ndapo mkulekelesha liashidia ubuntu usho ubuntu chinshi ubuntu chinshi mweba na bakwalesa kanshi fyo evitanteme amali ashirelo munganda ya mafunde na pali ichonde kabila ama like saye ngi mwira ili mwa musele emo mwepo osama likes ififile shingwana na imo mwebe na Zambia aya mafia ayo mwe shingwana na yo ifipili mwi inga ndaya mafunde ufile kufikonka lutononu mara lutononkanshi pantu ilivi ya shinali kula mweba na bakwalesa epo wa mama pungula stumbeko tabala tampo kusosa mashiwi mama pumulo stumbeko na la sosa kwa mashwi aya kutila ine mama chika monika iyo nale sosa mufipatala kitwe central hospital banji kata 2 days maseus paku soso kutila ifipatala ififyali bola ama bedi yali bola ama wheelchairs yali bola fionse fyali bola imisemo muliata mwava chila chine chipatala cha mwawele nshiki imitita mwava ama beddings ta mwava na alisosele mwanji minao wala lelo mwafiufa nomba kumwina Amerika ewa soseli ya shilia fipatala ile na lilanda 2 weeks ago na limuchipatala mweba na makwalesa pano balembika kanyula wale sonte kama foni abana mweba na makwalesa mwalitalika lelo fya isa pabwebu lelo fya isa pakalangama mama pumulo stumbeko balando kutila umukuluta pusa kebo apusa kawe inelo naso sele walinsele shitane shipile sha konkapo nomba lelo fya isa pabuta kuba nensu abangereshi abale pemiona pantu bena mwalabo mfwa kufyali na lelanda de wachabe eti mungufwe mama wakateka twali deni ya shomba tuli soshike no batusashire tubike monga tubike mona roiko tubike mama spices.
Thank you. So to begin with, I'm just going to play the video. I'm going to play the video which the American ambassador hosted to announce this information.
Mchalo chesu cha Zambia kashi pepeke nyama tui pakutira wonse mwewa likuchisoko ne market wonse mwewa likuno apula wonse mwewa likuno Western Province wonse mwewa liku Southern Province balusaka wonse mwewa likumma remote apapali chisungu ne chibemba umuntu wonse alofwe chibemba mchalo cha Zambia mwewa na chipata mambuya zili ya shilio.
So yes, so I'm playing the audio. Continue.
Good morning. Once again, good morning everyone. I'm Bill Diamond, Public Affairs.
Ile umfuika?
Thank you for such a great turnout today.
Okay, like any Bluetooth. We are playing the audio of the ambassador announcing this bombshell. So let me just connect to the audio, to the Bluetooth.
Sorry, ma'am, in defo quick shako, mama Pomuro, muchwani mina.
Kiru na ba muchwani.
You're my tribal cousin, so by the time you have seen me, now we should not wish it. The enemy has come. I'm not being an enemy for the personal thing, but we are enemies in the politics. But
no, this is in the new era.
Talk about that. You and I, we know each other.
I know, but my point, I want to correct you. We in the new era, in the new era, Zambia, politicians are no longer enemies. We want In a new era Zambia,
The reason why I've come out like this is I think there's a day.
you have used a strong word to say I'm your enemy. So, Bala Tuchita confused program. These are people who come to confuse the program. Yes. So we'll continue afterwards. This is a very serious program and we want to stay on track because a lot of people, they are struggling with bundles. And the main topic is this for USAID medical card withdrawal. So let us focus on this and then we can talk. Thank you.
Okay, go on, man.
Yes, yeah. So,
They have
kulia kuchalo cha ku United States of America okutira pepekeni amatwi pakuti chonse cho tulelanda chilafuma kukanwa kesu chifume kuli ambassador wa kulia kufyalo ya ku America yalo fya basungu kwa pepo mapemo mwelo wa suswa karibu mayo karibu
part that I must announce that the United States is cutting $50 million. That's 1.4 billion kwacha in annual aid to Zambia provided for medications and medical supplies. For more than 1 year, the government of the United States has requested tangible action from the government of Zambia to respond to the countrywide systematic theft of these products provided by the United States. In the face of minimal action, responsive action by the government of Zambia, the United States is taking necessary steps to safeguard and ensure the accountability of U.S. American taxpayer funds. For more than 60 years, the United States and Zambia have shared a strong friendship. Because of our commitment to Zambia and the Zambian people, in recent years, the United States has invested more than $600 million a year. That's nearly 17 billion kwacha annually toward our shared goals of economic development and improved health and public well-being. Roughly 1 in every 3 kwacha spent on public health in Zambia comes as grant assistance from the American people. As part of this, in recent years, the United States has provided approximately $128 million annually. That's about 3.5 billion kwacha every year to buy medications to treat HIV, malaria, and tuberculosis, as well as to provide the technical and operational support for Zambia's national health supply chain. These medications and supplies are intended to be provided for free to the Zambian patients in need. Now today, millions of Zambians are living longer, healthier lives because of this assistance, which comes again in the form of grants, not loans, provided by the American taxpayer. We're incredibly proud to have partnered with Zambia to reverse the AIDS epidemic and to reach epidemic control today. Due to joint efforts by the United States and Zambia, 98% of Zambians living with HIV know their status. 99% of Zambians who know they are HIV positive are now on treatment. And 98% of HIV positive Zambians on treatment are virally suppressed, meaning they cannot transmit the virus. Beyond our support related to HIV, over the past 10 years, our joint efforts have helped reduce deaths from malaria and tuberculosis by more than 75%. Our investments in Zambia are intended to benefit the Zambian people. U.S. donated medical supplies and medicines, which include antiretrovirals or ARVs, but also tuberculosis and anti-malaria drugs and others, are made available to Zambians for free. Today, 1 in every 9 Zambians is living with HIV. But the majority of those 1.3 million Zambians is virally suppressed. They can't transmit the virus because of ARVs, provided by the United States and intended for free distribution. However, I am disappointed to share publicly today that since 2021, we've uncovered systematic theft of life-saving medicines and other products that were intended for free for the Zambian public, including ARVs and anti-tuberculosis, anti-malaria treatments. Now, as soon as we discovered this countrywide theft in late 2021, we immediately informed the Zambian government of our findings, and we initiated an across the country on-the-ground assessment of private pharmacies to understand the extent of the issue. From 2021 through late 2023, our buyers visited more than 2,000 pharmacies in every province and district of this country that sell the same types of products that the United States provides for free to Zambia's healthcare system. Shockingly, across these visits, 95% of the pharmacies that were selling the kinds of products that the United States provides were also selling stolen goods. Of those pharmacies selling stolen goods, 45% were selling stolen products that the United States had provided to Zambia for free for Zambians in need. Let me repeat that. In all 10 provinces, nearly half of the pharmacies that were selling the types of products that the United States provides for free for the Zambian people were selling stolen medications and medical supplies donated by the United States government. Now, the rest of the pharmacies that were selling stolen products were still selling stolen medicines and supplies from stocks that were purchased by the Zambian government, by the Global Fund, by other donor partners. On April 3rd of last year, 2024, I brought this alarming information to the attention of senior Zambian government leaders. In attendance at the meeting on that day were high-level officials from multiple ministries, from multiple law enforcement agencies and the executive. I asked them to take meaningful action on two fronts. First, I asked for action to mitigate further theft of U.S. provided goods. And second, I asked to enforce high-level accountability for those who are involved in stealing these life-saving medicines from the Zambian people. Over the next 13 months, through more than 33 senior meetings with permanent secretary level or higher Zambian officials, by U.S. Embassy staff, senior officials from Washington, and me, we reiterated our requests to the Zambian government for action to stop the further theft and to bring the culprits to justice. We even offered U.S. government experts in supply chain management and in law enforcement to partner with Zambian counterparts to support the requested efforts. I regret that to date, the government's actions have fallen drastically short of demonstrating a commitment to safeguarding U.S. assistance and the lives that we aim to save with it. Instead of investigating supply sources or pursuing the masterminds behind the theft of medicines, law enforcement operations have focused more often than not on low-level actors and have led to the arrest of only a few mid-level officials. And more than 6 months into a forensic audit of the mismanagement of the Zambian Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, there is still no public report, nor has the United States received a private report. Since October, I've alerted senior government officials of my obligation to safeguard American taxpayers' resources in the face of the gross theft and mismanagement. I have stressed repeatedly that the accountable safeguarding of American taxpayer funds will require the United States to significantly reduce our contribution of medicines and medical supplies if meaningful action is not taken to hold high-level culprits responsible and to stop that theft. I have messaged that consistently at very senior levels since October. After more than 1 year of little tangible action by Zambian authorities to address this systematic theft of U.S.-provided health support, the United States can no longer justify to the American taxpayer continuing to provide massive levels of assistance when the Zambian government doesn't take the necessary measures to protect this American investment. And as a result, and truly with a very heavy heart, the United States government has made this very difficult decision to cut $50 million of our annual support for critically needed medications and medical supplies in Zambia. Again, that's 1.4 billion kwacha of assistance that is being lost. The exact parameters of the reduction are not yet finalized, and my embassy team and I remain available to engage with the government to discuss how we do this. This is not a decision that we have taken lightly. And I've recommended to Washington that we do continue to procure and deliver these life-saving medicines and medical supplies to Zambia through the end of this year, to provide time to the government, to develop a transition plan, to budget, to place procurements, to avoid stockouts of these medications. After that point, we will offer our technical logistics assistance to support humanitarian activities, to prevent drug resistance and disease transmission. But we will cut $50 million a year of our annual contributions to providing malaria, HIV, and tuberculosis medicines. Now, as many of you may know, the Trump administration is in the process of finalizing a broader review of our foreign assistance funding around the world, including here in Zambia. That review is still underway. But I want to stress that this $50 million reduction in our medicines and medical supply budget in Zambia is wholly separate from that. This reduction is exclusively because of the lack of action by the Zambian government to respond to the countrywide systematic theft of American-donated medications and medical supplies, despite more than a year of intense requests and offers of support to realize those objectives. Moving forward, the United States does remain committed to supporting Zambia and the Zambian people to realize the massive potential that this great country possesses. Zambia's prosperous economic future and a healthy population that's going to drive that future is absolutely in our shared interest between Americans and Zambians. The United States remains deeply interested in contributing to that future. But we're no longer willing to underwrite the personal enrichment of fraudsters or the corrupt when patients go without or have to buy life-saving medications that we've provided for them for free, and the Zambian government doesn't take action to enforce meaningful accountability or introduce systematic reforms to ensure that those resources that belong to the people actually reach them. I thank you for joining me here today, and I'm happy to take any questions you may have.
Namfo ekikonkoma amapumulo eputa mulalanda ekisungu tulondolo y'abantu bali kushomwa kirondolo lenta bali mufa namona comments abalemba mu comment section. So kashima
Mwandini. So anyway, nala eshokulondolola. So the person you were listening to is the United States ambassador to Zambia, Mr. Gonzales. Instead yakulemba mama mulengana ala nakulanda fe one sentence elo mwalanda efona alanda.
Balanda okutira bamama kumulo stumbeko. Balondolo okutira uyu muntu mwachira umfapa. Uwachira londolo California ndine mama kumulo stumbeko. Ni ambassador wako America, United States of America. Uyu muntu wachira londolo la amashina na totera mama twali dine.
So, Efo Achira, what he was explaining, he came to explain to Zambians that the American government is cutting $50 million or 1.4 billion kwacha in medical aid to Zambia.
Atu yu ini muntu wachira londolo lapa, atu londolo kutila, ifweba America, na tuchita decide yuku putula $50 million nangula 1.5 billion iya mchina Zambia inda ama chesusha Zambia ukuchita withdraw mufia mitisha umi wesu amabumi yesu febe na Zambia bala chita withdraw.
And the reason he is doing this is because of systematic theft. No. Remove this man. He's wasting our time. We shall add him later. Yeah, exit. Yes.
Respect our opinions, please.
And that time, we are on a time crunch.
So power tap to 20,000, get over to 50,000. Power tap. Madam President is speaking today. Power tap. Na nalalo ndo watu chiringa nyala mshala. Pumula stumekwala ndo kutila. Uyu musungu uyu. Gonzales. Alando kutila. Ifwe. Fwe basungu. Tualachita withdraw. Kulokesha kumumi. Wenu mwebantu ba Zambia. Pamula nwa reasons. Pamula nwa mila nwa ya pele. Eye shibe. Ukutila. Muno mchama ksesu cha Zambia mukabwala na mwachila. Upompo nyongo wachila. Usakala nyongo wachila. Ulala mkwibe wachila. Ukula ibila. Abalanda. Abasungu wabene bali tufilo. Usekwe balanda mu Zambia. But pamula nwa bantu wabasakala maduma benyolea. Senkebele. Eba lengo kutila bengatita withdraw. Ukutila bengala rekesha. Kuchiputu wachabu miwale na Zambia. Oh no. Abantu bafu wa Zambia mintapendwa. Na alila mama chikamonekelo na alila. Akalumbake na alila. Tualile nina mpumungu.
So what is this? Yes. So what is a systemic theft? Let us understand what systemic theft is before we proceed. Okay. So systemic theft is organized crime in institutions or organization. That is what systemic theft is. It is a type of stealing. So systemic theft is a type of theft within our systems. Now, this is an example. He didn't say specifically which system, but me, I'm just giving an example to say it is stealing within maybe the Ministry of Health. This is just an example.
Arusha ine nabilandire nali mweni abantu ebyo bafire emintapendwa ino naletesha basista for 8 months muvipatala nali mweni naishe pawenu ukwisala nalero fyasokoloka basakala nyongo basakala matuma babenyoleya sekebele mwalasunga shanya abantu today abantu mintapendwa balafokuwa bamulani wakakateo kenu ako mwapanga kabaka wolala.
So, Mr. Gonzales said the US government gives this 600 million or 600 million US dollars or 17 billion kwacha annually to Zambia as a grant.
Balando kutila uyu Mr. Gonzales uwa ku United States of America kubanga ambassador alando kutila ichabo chiafunya jose 600 million US dollars ukuleta mchalo cha Zambia ishwenda wameshi pachipendo cha 17 billion kwacha ukuleta annually.
And this is a free money. It is a grant.
Balando kutila mama pumulo stumbe kokateka wachipacha new era political party alando kutila ishinda wamesho batupela ifyasha fulana nganshi ichipendo cha 600 million US dollars katwashiungula mulupia wesuwa chao cha Zambia ni 17 billion ishinda lama batupela fisha lutu shabulo kulipia isha free of charge paluse wabo ukumono kutila bena Zambia bali chula nomba wakabwala kalaka kateo kaya nomba katampo sa capitalize pali luvyalu nolupio walutu ishila bakuli le mwama mansion. Oh la la, wow.
He also said that out of this money, is it 128 million or 3.5 billion kwacha goes to HIV and TB drugs, life-saving drugs.
Ulunepindwa pampia lo 128 million US dollars ulikuacha 3.5 billion pia ululolekesha kuba nensu aba kwatobwele wa HIV naba nensu aba lwala TB ululupio lunaba funyako bane sushire ni na mutare sushire
wetabafunisheko balandira ti impia 128 million US dollars and 3.5 billion goes to the treatment of HIV and TB. For free. Actually, I work for free. And out of that, he also said that Zambians, we have high infection of HIV, as 1 Zambian in every 9 people is living with HIV and AIDS. So in numbers, that is 1%. 1 person in 9 people is living with HIV. Nine, apali abantu 9. Apali abantu 9. Apali abantu 9 omuntu nakwata HIV. Put your comments there. Instead of talking, write your comments. No, this is not your program. This is a special program. We are not discussing. We shall open for discussion. We are talking about what the message, the information that was delivered by Ambassador Gonzales.
Why are you denying? Just listen, quiet and listen. Let her finish. And then we know what
I'm just asking.
But can you drop Mama? Just drop him and add him later. We are not going to waste time with him. Nobody's interrupting. We can come back later when we finish. Last warning. Last warning. Mukyalo kya Zambia ubulwele bwa ntandawanga ubulwele bale utati ubulwele bwa ntandawanga mukiwemba ati nawe bwingira mukyalo kya Zambia okufika ku kipendo kyakutira bali abantu 9 ishipali umuntu umwe. So because of these medications, 99% of the population are able to access these medications because of these donations from the United States. Mama, since say 99% of the Zambians put your comments I'm confused. Let's write your comments in the if you have a question, write in the comments. So we are saying 98% of the people are able to access the medication due to these donations. 98%. Yes, so in HIV because of the immunity, 98% of abalwale bali kwata access. Yes, they have access to the medication, and also so he was explaining this to make us understand that the American, they love Zambians. And that's why now they are upset. They are making a difficult decision. Okay. Bali tukwatira oluseifo ba America Zambia ino bali tukwatira oluse nalabweke sharp epali ya sharp ati uyu musungu nalondolo okutira ati ubu afiriso tuleta mu kyalo kya Zambia ubu alutu ubu free of charge ipamulandu wakutemwa bina Zambia iso ba America iso twabatemwa echo tufumisha $dollars intapendwa nemiti ukutira bali abantu 98% abakwata obulwele bale kwata eshuko lya kwata idemiti nomba n'abafulu abakalamba sana okusasa ngati imiti ile yingira mu matumba y'abaputi babapiete basirangibe balala kwi mama kutwalireni. He also said that this money is taxpayers' money, meaning is coming from the American citizens, so they cannot continue releasing money to be stolen, which the American people are contributing to help people with this deadly disease.
pumulo stumbe ko kubanga kateka kweto kusakamana pachalo chesu cha Zambia mama pumulo stumbe kwa ndo kutila ululu inyonu pia ulo bindisha ukumula nduwaluse pakwisa pususha abantu kuri ubulwele bwantanda bwango ubulwele ushaka chomuntu ubulwele uwipa ya bantu ishinda lama lupia luliolu sangulwa basangula kubai kwa yama Americans bose babele bose bena pumulo gasoka kwa ishinda lama tunuina ma ARVs Mishiri mpia kwa vila tusoke shamu tusoko le marketi vila tusoke shamu mataxi rantfi mulia mu station monse elu pia ulifuma kuma Americans ukutila bengesa afwe chalo cha Zambia nomba na pali icho mulandu wa kutila ululu pia nga basoka ma Americans ukutila bena Zambia bapusuke kuri ubulwele bwa njipa ya bantu ala tinyo ubulwele bubi bachisango kwa batatu atwani ili pamule ndoka tifanga tuwasonga fwe ma Americans tulesongera bakawala n'abantu fumungo tumbili wakumwera nebiko singa bachula mbototo nebitwenge dibukula ebo debikru mutu ebo tulesongera lupia pero ya William
Yeah, how David?
Taira panyosi
Yeah, how yeah, how one did not fight. Well, my son, why me? Welcome. I'm okay, my son. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Panti wala leta ba YouTube will say.
Insto ya kwalesa baipalania kumuntu ichiwerewere imoneke inangwa badi ali kwata importance kuli endi le Kenya abena Zambia bakamone chiwerewere ati bakwata amano le Kenya bakwata amano bakamone katifipua.
Thank you. So, thank you. Why me? We are happy to have you. Ulete ba YouTube will say. Share muma group ba YouTube balete pano. Pantu iliashi. A lot of our youth need to know what will be happening. This information is important.
Ina maironga na bali nchipaya akwantu congratulate for God na chirano bali tumefi pondone mfuti mayo leronga ni mfunga na lifo mairo 04 na chiro chachira de mfuti
God will protect you. We'll talk later, but God, you know, God will protect you. Look at the life of Ibrahim Traore.
Forever, mommy, forever.
Yes, God will protect you. Ibrahim Traore alikwisa. But you can say it. So let's continue with the news. Yes.
No mutitamuli Zambia. Ero mbaba HIV no batwakula shika pya poku bashika. Uwa TB bashika. Uwa malaria bashika. Muri abashikire.
Okay. So we continue with the news. So I ended to say since 2021, the discovery has been made since 2021. Mama, this is systemic theft has been happening since 2021. And this 2021 is when the government changed to Champions League.
New era political party. Iba senda senga watu ikalelo watu alogo. Maiba bwesha watu ikiro. Ile shingo kubeka. Ya last life keno bana ukapoto. Na kushia ngombo. Na kwa mtu wanko. Eko twala ifui.
Madam President. Madam President.
My samba taba mutinta wali wala. Aslan wait.
Number, Madam President. What time are we going to contribute, guys?
I can't push idea, shining them somewhere important to Alanda. You want to allow it?
No, that's right, chef.
I contributed important, son.
Now, it started on Friday. It's really starting as everyone
ukutamba mu mwaka wa 2021 ewa b'abasungu basenda olutampulo ulwa kuya making sure okutira bafwayirisha bwino okumona iri emiti eyo baleeta mu kyalo kya Zambia yenga shani ibomba shani bantu akaka system katampira vyokomba 2021 ukuisa afika lero ukulingana na statement ya msulu alani ati hii system yabuka bwalala bwa miti hii system yabuka bwalala bwa mapia ya mitishi yatampirwa okutapa mu 2021 ukuisa afika lero twalilelima.
So this has been a countrywide theft, and they have been selling donated goods.
So, Mama President Valanati,
this systematic theft has been countrywide, and it has been, yes.
Ukuibira abalanda abashishi b'ensambushabo ukuibira abalanda abashishi b'ekikitika bali abantu abalweri okubekala pansambu kuli bali abantu abachenjele bakalulu nchenjele uyu musango oyu wena wapisira msabo chesu cha Zambia.
So this theft is a theft of donated goods, and these drugs other countries contribute. It's not only America.
Ichimusango chabu pompwe mushibira nsala. Ichimusango ichakuibira abantu ama goods ifipesile fisangulwa ukufuma mufyalo fimi ukuleta mchalo kwaba kwapitilo kulunda kufya nemiti.
So since April 3rd last year, they have been having high-level meetings with all the stakeholders in Zambia to stop this systematic theft.
April, uyu mwezi wa fumineko, wale ikalama meeting, pamula nduwa kumonesyo, wala afuako kuleko, chichimusango, ichalubani, chakuikala pansa, mushala, nokulabe, ila indirect, kuliba pompwe.
So they have had 33 meetings to stop further theft, and nothing has happened to stop this. So they have had meetings with ZAMSA since October, and nothing has happened.
Today,
so it is very sad that this medication is intended to benefit the Zambian people is being sold to them. Forty-5% of these donated medications is being found in private chemists and being sold.
45% kuli 100%. Ishimiti shasungwa uma chemist yabo notuma private hospital twabo emo shasungwa muri bakabwalala kasi chemist yonso wayamo shiyemiti kibya mukushita miti sho batupera kuri ba America shalutu bene sho wasangula nobody business.
So this is a necessary step to stop this theft. So stopping the aid. stopping the donation. It's not the entire, they are just cutting a little bit. So they are saying it's necessary. It's like a warning shot to the government because they give us, I think, 600 million US dollars. So they have just taken 50 million as a warning shot because they don't want to listen. So now they are saying, how are they going to listen to stop this theft?
So, umusungu alalanda tibalalika ko punishment impakutira balekefi balakutula kwemitima imo pakuti bamonefyo balaleka buka bwalala nga tabalekele lwenu.
He also said that this is not part of the USAID global cuts that are happening. This is a separate measure to which the government, the US government, or through the money that comes directly from the US government.
Kutila ifitulela ndapa na fipusano na balia baendi balaba putuile fyonse filia na bena bana baibela palu abo balela ndaga palu abo filia fia endi baputuile bana bone palu abo so mwila sankanya filia fia balia bena ngani kanyoku musankanya ne fia aba bambasa gawe abana besa kopwenu pantu musungu ta kwato obufi.
So, Mama, so this is a funding from the US government, not from USAID. They are two different things. So he said that the cuts from USAID are still coming.
Ifata baputulo kwa batishikani okulaisa mchalo ishimiti shaba balelo ndo bambasa de shirishiresa mchalo na shikusema masiriemi tishaba USAID kulia FI ni mama
USAID. So, and I think in closing, he said that they will continue providing these drugs until the end of the year so that the government can find ways to buy the medications before they leave. So they are not stopping instantly. They will continue to provide the medication to the end of the year to give the government enough time to start acquiring those essential drugs.
Madam President, balando kutila uyu musungu nalanda chikwena pamuna ndwa kutila abalwele mchalo cha Zambia bali 99% HIV na TB na malaria tatwale kyo kuchita kukuleta ilimi chukumi afuilisha mpaka fye December bakutila bamuye babakabwalala ifyo balaso nkubala fayo pia nombolwa kutila benga tampa wangu kushita kulya nomba takulisia free watu mwashoma chemist yenu atipwe atinde pwentoyo kashale ipwe umwini mashu ya kulekelela kashabale kutupela mtu wakapela busumfi na tule yave mukutoka tule topinga mwe bana bakwale seputalwa tatula shale bitwenga babongwe.
So Mama, I think you can listen to the audio, but we are repeating for the sake of the people who don't understand English. And the main point, the ambassador was really sorry. He apologized many times. They are doing this. And he said they have been forced to do this because the government has failed to act against the cow priests. Meanwhile, they will be having meetings to see if they can fix this because they have given resources. Yes, is giving them time and resources to monitor and stop this theft. But from 2021, Mwamona.
So kashi mwali mona ili okuwa likusangwa makontena ya liaskiste wa containers. Baiba ili ndi baba chitefaya bakabwala baba kumbi. Mwamona. Ama bilioni ya ishe ya kutatare say wa mushala.
I think that's it, Mama. I think people can contribute. I'll also give my take, or maybe I can give my take, and then the people can. I'll be very brief. I've talked a lot.
Between you and Mamachka Monica, that's your panel. So give us.
No, you can. You know what? Let me give my take. Let me give my take.
Madam President, let him speak since he's so
Okay.
News, taifa kwa news ya kwata 5 hours. Abantu barara.
Okay. Okay,
Okay, let me say something.
Mushara, best number Mushara. And I don't know everything. You are a cadre.
I am. No.
No, it's not that.
Why me and I? Allow him to speak against you.
No, let me tell you. Tuyamba kwati kutarikana. Kada.
Kutarikana. No. Why me?
Bedroom.
Why me?
Okay, are you going to defend? If you want to defend, okay.
No, not defending according us, because it is us who benefit on this.
Allow him
to speak.
5 minutes.
Allow me to speak. Allow me to express myself.
And I would ask Banan please, however you're contributing, respect me, don't attack me. Just make your own contribution. Don't mention my name.
Mention your name where?
Contribution.
No.
Okay, I don't think this man has any point. Mama, point of order. Honestly, I don't think this man has a point. He has just here to come to cause confusion.
Let me tell the truth. Zambia is not Kantemba. Mushara can't defend this issue.
Yes, it's international. There's no defense here. He's taking our time. I said I'm confused.
So what?
He's not even talking point here. Exactly,
ma'am.
Mami.
Okay, sana. We are very sad as a country, and some of us have been talking. We have been talking about these things, and these people watch. Whatever is happening here, we are being followed. They are listening to us, and there are people on the ground. America, intel, they are following everything. They are following who is dying in Zambia, what is causing their deaths. So, people who are in need of prescription, ARV drug, HIV medications, I won't stay long. But Chavinga is the one who has lit the match, because this thing has been brewing. Why haven't the US government come to say this before? It is because of Chavinga. How can you bite a finger that feeds you? How? And then the government said nothing, could disassociate themselves. They should prosecute Chavinga. You can't be threatening people to say you'll be returning in cargo. Diplomats, people who are feeding Zambia. And I want to tell Zambians that today you must know that there is a difference between the IMF and US government. They are two different things. Well, because you know they are always glorifying IMF. People should know that IMF is different from US government. Why?
So why me?
You are let me talk. Why me? Why me? My jacket.
Baba Kulu, they have respect. Why me? Bakulu wabole yasuke. Tababa na Muzambia bole landapo.
Let me speak. Talk.
Kopala? I know what they did to you. They tortured you.
They not talk to me.
Listen, young man. So they tortured you. We are advocating for you. Tunakolandila. So now nakupera chance na iwe ina ashtalala na shilafa ya ulande shachilanda. So umuchinshi chikalamba. Oko tuwasuma. Bama ya balanda muikalaba oko mafuma. Entambi. Bano kuna bawishi. Bali kufunda entambi. Na inewe bali mfunda entambi. Baba mune wa Queen Kumi. She's a teacher. She taught so many souls in Zambia. Bengi bafunda. Bama yaole muna chikamoneka. Bali funda. Napano bali funda. So, twikatane webana chalo. Let's bind our hands together. Twikale chapamo. Twishiwe kutuleya. Nepotuli. Ifwaika. In order for us to defeat what is happening. Lekeni miewe, number one. I'll speak for 2 minutes. Mamu isa. Naba tuingirira. Where put the Indians, Kajam, KCM, they are all over the place. And the reason why this is happening is because Tatokwata, about me, Abakwata, Inshindo, Efebaranda Vamaya. I'm asking the Zambian men, let us stand up for our country, including you, why me? I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing, but reduce on insults. Very true. Leka masele. Leka. Shinka. Isepera. Bengi. Banamayo na isepera. Eva vota. 2026 eva ka vota. Eva ka chinjo uteko. Mu 2026. No mama sera ya. Yale tuwesha kunuma. For landa fe chishinka. Filafide wa kulire. Filafide wa noko. Naba wish. Ba fide. Wa pusuka mune accident. Bengi aba chula. Tewe weka yo. Bengi. Yo moms. Na tumfuati wa wishi. Shanshano ko. But bengi aba chula.
No, Papa, that is not my topic. Don't talk about my mother or what. That's not my topic. What's wrong?
Why me? Go give your contribution.
Don't talk about my mother.
Okay, nothing, Peter. Yes, we know. Yes. Go ahead, give your contribution.
I'm sorry I mentioned your mother.
Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, why me? We follow without what Fukushi. Not we sap not to tema. We are happy to have you here. So not to quatage Fukushi. Umwana on sebara mukadipira.
Why me?
Okay, I think let him cool down. Mr. Joseph, you wanna finish or
Let me just say something quickly. Thank you so much. Just looking at the panel that is here, I actually sense there's just so much wisdom here. And this is, I know the voices that are going to speak out of this place are voices that can really shape, the right direction of our nation. I think for the longest time, we've been talking about this, the corruption at Ministry of Health. It is very difficult for a leader to act when the leader is somehow entangled in the very things that the subordinates are doing. Healthy is the backbone of every nation. just like the ambassador has articulated, when you look at our population, most of the people are affected. And
Hi, Mr. Joseph. I would like to welcome the Father Mpombo. Welcome, good evening. Thank you for joining us. You can continue, sir.
Thank you. We are affected in one or the other. When the Americans said they did a forensic audit is a targeted audit. You identify a problem and then you target that problem, just like he explained. In forensic audit, where you identify and you actually know the people that have actually stolen and give a report for someone to act on the findings of that forensic audit. When the names of the people that are believed to have stolen these were given to this government failed to act. And that is what has prompted the US government to withdraw that funding. We've seen that every time to the hospitals, poor people have gone to the hospitals. They are given prescription. And unfortunately, the pharmacies that sell these medicines are found either at UTH, and the closest place to those hospitals, you find those medications. In fact, you are given specific directions. Go to this pharmacy, you are going to find these drugs. And our people who can't afford have suffered. Now, what has this done to us? Already we are crying and complaining about the bad economy and poverty. What the US was doing was giving a relief to the government of Zambia in order for them not to spend money on drugs, but spend money elsewhere to grow the economy. Now that they have withdrawn this amount, this government will be made to procure these medicines. Meaning, now the pressure has increased on this government in spending. More people are going. We know that these drugs are very expensive, especially drugs to do with HIV and TB.
Because this problem is the youth. Mama Chikamoneka, I want to thank you. It's not easy. Ukwisa public no kwambo kulandire chalo. Ababonsaba kumwene bamemubikire pa na matai na bafwala. Barelandira ma bedroom yabona besera ne fivi. Bali tino kubekata. This battle te abantu kulekela abantu abafisungu baisa pano barelande efisungu bali tuchinjita ba youth. Ni battle yesu ba youth. We are suffering by youth. I want to warn by youth. By youth to be aba change. La tuila mfuire fisungu fya abonsaba kuru. Tabafana ma jacket baspa ma platform. Tati batulandireko balendera mwitungulya mama yechikamoneka maironga babe katati ine ima yechikamoneka ababonseni baku wena ngubenga baba kunama jacket ebalengere fotre chula ba youth ubonseni buku we don't aid to ibati na ba youth ndemi warninga tieni tukakire amashati yesu tieni twimya pasweka tufumye po buteko bwa UPND. Otherwise, if you sungu no mwenso, na respect yesu yaralenga ifokula chula. Everything ngabasati mule kwa tomu chinshi. Tete tukwate respect yero foba ifitrechu. Nibanga ba yufi foba kwete HIV. Nibanga ba yufi foba kwete malaria. Nibanga ba yufi foba kwete TB. Ababonsha abakuru barela ndaba refsa ma jacket abana bo bali batola mu fyalo. Abana bari bapangira ma corruption bale bomba. Vinga fya isaba kuru abana kuntansho ambo kutuchinchintira. Insta ya kumfiro omukuru uli wonse no. Insta ya kwa bayo fitusala poke amenso tuyisho buntungwa fwe beni fweka. Ubu kulenda fya chinka eba president wa mchao cha Zambia tabate mwapo mwina Zambia uli wonse. fumana kale bala batata bale sabana basu South Africa. So apamayo mayo chikamoneka yi platform mule fusha ba yufi abakulu ba mama queen tebale chula mama chikamoneka te mule chula ne ule chula ne wa ne ushikweteka plot ne ule chula ne wa mi ushikweteka business mama queen namkwata pa kuikala mama chikamoneka bana kwateka pa kuikala mama chikamoneka mwali sambirisha abana ababonse abakulu abalende efisungu tebale chula fwe bale chula nifo ba yufi. So na position to 2026 by HH over in the opposition.
Where
Not when one at let me finish. That I wonder what quite a son I'm gonna get a chula because finish.
Guys, excuse me, moderator, no, let's excuse me. You speak through the chair. Everyone quiet. Let him finish his point. When he finishes his point, our next balaisa because we have a debate.
Let me finish.
So let him finish. Oh, fine, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. Let him put his point out there.
Because madam pelempia UPNG, madam PF, madam MG. Because mweba kurumwa bango toni mwayapa. Aba kurukuti na bonfieri wedi na kwebati aba kuruba ino instata bakwetya amano. Tawala no ni sa future yes, wala sa future ngaba kwataba na 5 balabe no wala dokisha pofi. Untu ale lokesho ukubika shwabe na Zambia bali wonse. Not aba kuruba ino insta. Aba kuruba ino insta lero mwala ufo bane basu mubabadi munanika muye mwemji. Mana bane basu mbali mu PF. Mana bane basu mbali munanika taba kwata pa kwikala badi ngomwa na kashi ule chidale lale chirende. Eba kurubanda kai. So mayo uli lwaba yufi machika moneka mule fusha ba ipa platform pamyenu pano. Ba yufi mana ngabalo omuntu amachika moneka tabakamirabe. Aba bonse bakengira pachani mayo bana nkane aba kurubali pano. Ni istabatwali ya fusu ku parliament baya chinjo kashu parliament.
Ala tuachura lelo.
Okay,
Vatu shauta lelo, vatu shauta.
Father, a minute. Yes, just a minute. To balance. So we have given.
No, let's respond to him. Kai na that panopa platform feba karamba. We have been attacked to feba kurupani.
So to espera ko youth ya panomba to alapera ko father balandeko.
Well, moderator on that one, why me has attacked us Feba Kalamba? So we have to respond. Yes.
I'm saying that I'm giving my father now a chance.
Yes, so Feba Kulu wants to Iran dire pano.
So let the father respond and then we'll come back.
Yes.
Yes, so.
Uh-huh.
Why me mwabombe mkwai wonse na Morumendo? I've been following you. I've been following your story, your history. Morumendo, me, I don't judge you. I don't judge you because of what everyone has judged you. I don't judge anyone. I don't judge Mama Machikamonika. I don't judge my dear sister, President Vapomolo. I don't judge them the way the world talk about them. So, why me? I think Shishibe ngawansuminisha ndande muchibemba mu Rumendo na
Bas ba father abantu nakanya tifsungu katulefaya.
Excuse me, but Richard, can you give me a chance? I think just stay within the topics because in terms of
Yes.
So just stay within the topic.
Yeah. Let's just stay within the topic and say a little bit about Feba Kalamba, why we are here, why we yeah.
Our tap to 50,000. Our tap to 50,000.
Morumendo wa imefuna anja mushibemba ine. Abantu abengi bari kwishyura sana fie. Nesho Olanda, nesho wapitamo na umuchisha chinani. n'omufimbira n'okukyusha ffe bakukyusha abantu bonse twalimwona naye ne wine nalimwona why me olumendo ine tatwaishwana ine na iwe tatwaishwana nomba ine nali umfofu wapitamo ubukyushu wapitamo oro bakwikete bakwikata elio ubuteko wa ba UPND ubuteko wa ba hakainde chidemo warandire ati kwesha ukubika umuntu mwina Zambia muchiri cha mirandu na ngula muchifungo more than 48 hours ukwabula okumutwala kuchiri echa
But Don Oscar, let's stick on point. Mwayambo kuya kumbyuko. Can you address what why me addressed?
About the health issues, I never said.
Let's talk about the topic and what why me said. Yes.
This and that. You were here, you were listening. Because these other things will be another
point, Manja.
We are not attacking him. We are responding. He said the Mweba Kuru. Yes.
nafumapo kanshini mwevantu sorry pari nafunya nafumapo mwevantu sorry.
Yeah. So I think my emotions are so let's maybe Miss